Have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes of your favorite movies? Although the finished result on screen frequently seems flawless and well executed, the actual movie-making process is often chaotic and unpredictable. Among the numerous surprising things that may happen on set, some of the most notable and shocking events in Hollywood history have resulted from cast and crew members' intoxicated states. You may be curious about how these actors could give standout performances in the middle of such disasters. Grab your popcorn and let's explore. 1. Shia LaBeouf. In order to maintain his character as the gritty and tough bootlegger Jack Bondurant in Lawless, LaBeouf started taking actual moonshine. The actor stated, "I did it for the movie. I did it because when I showed up on set the next day, my few asterisking eyes looked like this, and my face had that drunk bloat that I needed." This dedication, however, resulted in unpredictable and chaotic behavior. One especially dramatic moment was when LaBeouf got into a furious argument with co-star Mia Wasikowska while clearly being drunk. The staff had to interfere to keep the performers apart because of the obvious tension on set. Mia attempted to quit the project because of that. LaBeouf reportedly yelled at her to just do it after a take. Later, LaBeouf revealed this to the NY Daily News, stating, "She was calling her attorney like, 'Get me the fuck out of here.'" Furthermore, are you aware that Dominic Fike nearly lost his project Euphoria due to his drug use on the set? 2. Dominic Fike. While struggling with drug addiction, Fike got a project that focused on the complex nature of drug misuse. He used to be madly intoxicated on set. Recognizing Fike's difficulties, series creator and director Sam Levinson looked to engage a sober coach to assist him with managing the difficulties of being sober on such a challenging set. Later on, Fike disclosed that the coach did not work for him. "I was a drug addict, and coming onto a show that's, mainly about drugs is very difficult," he explained. "I was so fucked up during a lot of that show, it was really bad." Fike revealed that a number of takes in which he was intoxicated were included in the series edit. Audiences responded well to his honest portrayal of his character, but Fike paid a heavy emotional price for it. Also, since we are discussing the intoxicated moments of well-known Hollywood stars, why not bring up Jennifer Lawrence? 3. Jennifer Lawrence. Lawrence disclosed that she and her co-stars Josh Hutcherson and Liam Hemsworth would frequently become bored in between sequences while filming The Hunger Games. This boredom resulted in unplanned drinking episodes. According to sources, she would frequently get drunk on set with her co-stars. She would get drunk on pina coladas in between takes. The trio confessed going legless in an interview with E! Online. "We were drunk," Lawrence laughed. "That was fun. That was the first time I've ever drank at work." With a smile, Hutcherson said, "It was the first, but it wasn't the last." Additionally, are you aware of the incident when Sheen got really drunk before filming and sustained injuries? 4. Martin Sheen. Apocalypse Now is popular for its tense and challenging production, and Martin Sheen's legendary drunken episode is a proof. The moment in which Sheen's character Benjamin Willard breaks down was among the most iconic ones he filmed for the movie. Since Sheen has previously disclosed that he was battling alcoholism at the time, he was reportedly drinking a lot that day. He claimed to be so drunk that he was barely able to stand. Sheen just utilized his own struggle and drunkenness to portray the scene's intended message. He really made a drunken error when his character, Benjamin, hit the mirror, causing his hand to go bloody. Actor later revealed, "I was so intoxicated, I didn't realize how close to the mirror I was." Now, are you familiar with the backstory of Brad Pitt's legendary performance in Fight Club? 5. Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's classic portrayal of Tyler Durden in Fight Club has a crazy backstory, much like the character. Pitt and Edward Norton made the decision to really embrace their parts during the shooting of the harsh and aggressive fight sequences by becoming intoxicated. On set, the two actors began by drinking a few beers, but as time went on, they switched to stronger liquor to perfectly convey their characters. By the time the filming began, Drunk Pitt and Norton were deeply invested in their parts, both psychologically and physically. They created a scene that was both violent and genuine because of the raw intensity that resulted from their intoxication. This choice paid off, as the moment was one of the most iconic in the movie and showed the genuine basic essence of their characters. Similarly, Margot Robbie got drunk on set to calm her anxiety before a major scene. 6. Margot Robbie. Now this one again comes as no surprise, but didn't expect it to come from Margot Robbie. Her iconic performance as Naomi LaPaglia in The Wolf of Wall Street included a sequence that would seal her reputation as a Hollywood star and shape her career. One particular intense scene needed Naomi to tempt Jordan, a moment that was both open and filled with intimacy. When Robbie arrived at work that morning, she told herself that she couldn't perform the scene because she was so afraid. One of the crew members got some alcohol to help her relax. To give herself more confidence, she ultimately performed 3 shots and ultimately managed to do the scene. The sequence became one of the movie's finest moments because of her and DiCaprio's incredible chemistry. Additionally, who can forget the time Robert Shaw made waves for being drunk on the sets of Jaws? 7. Robert Shaw. Shaw, who portrayed the seasoned shark hunter Quint in Jaws, was well known for his excessive drinking. In order to portray his role fully, Shaw insisted on becoming intoxicated during the filming of the well-known USS Indianapolis monologue. Robert Shaw aggravated tensions on set by drinking scotch throughout the long filming sessions, resulting in tense ties with his co-star Richard Dreyfuss. Nevertheless, the first shot went horribly wrong, with Shaw falling through the sequence and losing his lines. Eventually, the following day, Shaw shot the sequence again, this time without alcohol. Director Steven Spielberg later explained how the situation became dramatic on set. Steven told, he, Robert, had a complete blackout and had no memory of what had gone down that day. Now let's quickly move on to Bobby Lee's dramatic on-set drunken moment. 8. Lee Bobby. On the set of And Just Like That, Bobby Lee was so wasted that he was hardly able to focus. Sweat was streaming down his cheeks from the drunkenness. Actor later shared, "I remember going there, being so high and drunk, and when I was reading the script, I couldn't even understand what the fuck it was even saying." "It was a nightmare," he added. "I remember saying to myself, this is never going to happen again. I had to get sober. This is insane." Not only did Lee feel anxious and tense, but everyone else did too. Shooting a scene in the center of one of the world's busiest cities presented a practical headache for the team, which was made worse by an actor who was clearly having trouble with alcohol. Even though the scene was finally filmed in spite of the chaos, Lee was severely impacted by the incident and decided to change his life by staying sober. Moreover, who can forget the dense atmosphere of The Lighthouse when Robert Pattinson lost his mind due to alcohol consumption? 9. Robert Pattinson. While playing a drunk role, Robert Pattinson was completely unconscious the whole time. On set, Robert drank so much that he ended throwing up and urinating in his trousers for a long period. Sources revealed that it was crazy. They described it as the most awful and unpleasant sight. In one scene, Pattinson, who was intoxicated, was totally absorbed in the action when Willem Dafoe's character slept on him. Director Robert Eggers had to step in because Dafoe, who was observing Pattinson's behavior, threatened to quit the set if Pattinson vomited on him. Later on, the actor revealed that he was completely unaware of the entire drama that was taking place. 10. Billy Bob Thornton. Similarly, during the production of one of Bad Santa's most iconic moments, Billy Bob Thornton really ended up being drunk. On the day they shot the scene where Willie's character had a breakdown at the mall and struck a Christmas donkey, Thornton began his morning with 3 glasses of red wine. He mixed vodka with cranberry juice along the way, and by the time it got dark, he had consumed many beers. When filming began, Thornton was so drunk that he hardly realized he was shooting. In the scene where Willie rides an escalator while being drunk, Thornton really collapsed and was startled awake when the escalator reached its peak. His performance was unquestionably more real due to his true intoxication, but it also presented serious difficulties for his fellows. As these on-set drunken incidents suggest, film production is unpredictable and sometimes chaotic. These actors' actions may have created serious problems and disturbances, but they also gave their performances a more genuine and unfiltered edge. Has it ever occurred to you how the private lives of actors affect the movies we enjoy? Hollywood's behind-the-scenes events are just as captivating and dramatic as the movies. Which of these infamous incidents of drinking caught you off guard? Leave a comment below with your opinions. Don't forget to like and share this video with your friends. For other intriguing looks into Hollywood history and the backstories of your favorite films, remember to subscribe to our channel.